Hi, my name is Erica Howes. I'm a second-year Carleton University student and a spoken word poet. So basically it's a type of poetry where it's completely free verse. There's some kind of rhythm, there can be a rhyming scheme, but mostly it's just very free and you can kind of do what you want with it, which is what makes it such an interesting art form. The reason I love slam poetry is you go to a slam and you're in front of a bunch of strangers, and basically for those 3 minutes that you have to talk, you spill your heart out to someone. You can talk about something you believe in, you can talk about an experience you've had, anything you want you can talk about, but you're sharing that with this audience of people, and they're people that do want to hear. 4,811 kilometers away, there's a village called San Miguel, Ecuador. It was there I met children whose smiles seemed like they could stretch halfway across the world. It was there one girl showed me more often than not, the people who are the happiest are the same people who had to teach themselves how to smile. She wore her scars as proud as freckles that only helped to light up her face. You'd never guess that instead of counting sheep at night, she counts the number of meals she's had in the past week on her own 2 hands. She is the 1 in 3 children who suffer from malnutrition, but she's not just a number, she's a girl. She's 7 years old, she's from San Miguel, Ecuador, and her name is Maria. I don't understand. And people ask me what it was like to see those who had nothing. See, in Ecuador, I saw people who had almost everything they needed, didn't always want more, and they were happy. You want to see people who have nothing, walk 2 blocks down the street to your local grocery store. Pick up a magazine plastered with pictures of men who treat women like some prize they can win and throw away. Or a woman who wears so many layers of cover-up, it will never cover up the fact that money may be the only thing they ever loved. That is what it's like to have nothing. And yes, in Ecuador, I saw people who earn less money in a day than we keep in our back pocket, but they always had faith. It's for them that I've written prayers on too many pages of poetry to count. But they don't start with Dear God and end with Amen. They start with Please God. Help men who don't understand how to give. Help women whose main goal in life is to fit into a tighter pair of jeans rather than to live. And help children who are giving a beating rather than a meal, a gun rather than a pencil. Help children who never get the chance to be kids. See, I don't write because I think all my fairy tale wishes will come true. I'm not that naive anymore. I write prayers on Post-it notes, scribble them into prose of poetry on every piece of paper I can find. I write because someone has to. I write because we're all made up of stories that make us who we are. And there are too many stories that have been through too many surgeries that we just see them as a number. 246 million children are forced to work before the age of 17. 3 million people live on less than $2 a day now. We are all one person on this earth, and maybe one day our one will become part of a statistic we didn't know existed, so let's start caring now. Because I don't know a lot about world politics, and maybe I don't know a lot about this life, but I know that our hands are meant to fit together, that helping people is what we're here to do, so we can't let big numbers fade the faces of those who need our help. I know that 1 in 3 children suffer from malnutrition, and I know that girl. She's 7 years old, and her name is Maria.